Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Figma Shirogane Noel from Hololive. She's number 565. We'll go ahead and put her off to the side real quick because we're going to look at this box, which, yep, it is a very blue box. You got Noel there. You got the window where, the figure would be Figma and Hololive and 565 and all that stuff, copyrights for Cover Corp. And yeah, up here you got a pose of her. On this side, of course, you have a pose of her. Yep, another pose of her. On the bottom, you have yet another pose, actually the same one on top, I believe. Yep, and on the back, you have several product shots, copyrights, and warnings, and it's only for ages 15 and up because not for children. And of course, in the box, you have all the instructions, both in Japanese and in English, just in case you need those for how to use the parts. And yeah, more we'll get in as we go through the review. Anyway, Noel, she is a Hololive VTuber, part of the fourth member of Generation 3. She is a knight, a lady knight. And she's also a bit of a meathead. But anyway, you can see there, she's got, kind of her grayish hair with her little tiara thing going on. The little, very nicely picked out blue and gold right there. You got, the little braids and stuff, all that stuff. You got her eyes right there. You got, the armor, the blue and gold on the armor and stuff. Yeah, okay, we're going to try to be mature to the best. Yes, Noel is big. Deal. All right, we're moving on. So, yep, you got, nice detailing right there on the sleeves, right there, the black striping and all that stuff. Again, more of the armor stuff. You got some pouches and belts going on there. You got the skirt. You got more of the boots, armored boots, I guess, with the knees stuff and everything. Nicely detailed. Again, the skirt stuff. Nice striping, belting, the belts and all that stuff. And also nice little design right there on that. And there you go. That's Noel. So, yep, it's a pretty good representation of Noel overall. And of course, it comes with the stand, which the usual Figma one, the little thing and the hinges and twisting and all that stuff. So she, you can do all your poses. And yeah, posability, of course, is a lot of the same stuff we've seen before. So, you got the ball jointed heads, left and right, up and down. Got a little bit of wiggle. I cannot talk right now for some reason. Shoulders can go with full 360. You got outward about that far. Of course, they also on the ball joint, which double ball joint, which also has a bit of extension. If I recall, mine was actually weirdly loose. So like one of the arms was way out, and I had to kind of force it back in. But yeah, so you got a bit of a butterfly and extra rotation and all that stuff. You do, and it's also coming loose again. There we go. Yeah, you have to push that way in. Elbows are about that far. The thing is, they're a little hindered because of the sculpting on the armor bits. You do have, rotations on the wrist, and of course, there's a hinge as well. So, depending on how you do things. There is, of course, a rotation up here. Rotation is actually a ball joint, so you have, all that right there. Getting this off the stand because it's a little easier to manipulate the lower part. On here, you do have a bit of rotation down at the waist, although it's a little limited thanks to the skirt. But there it does have that thing, as a lot of Figmas do have, which is you can see not that. It does have the thing. You can see the hips can go up and down a bit to help more movement, because you also have I think there's a ball joint in there too because of all that stuff. And yeah, if you lower the hips down, you get, a little bit more forward movement. Again, the skirt splits a bit, so it can help with that. So you get that much forward. You get, let's see, actually, because these also are on, if you see, there's hinges and joints back here too, so you can get those like all flared if you need to. Yeah, flare. So you can get a bit of, about that much before things start to, fight you outward. There is a rotation up here at the hip, and there, I guess, because of the cut, there's a rotation down here. Lower thigh, you have knees which bend about that far, and you have down here at the feet, you have tilts, ankle tilts, which go both ways. You have forward and back. There is no toe joint, and it's one of those Figma where she can actually stand pretty well without the stand. So there you go. And of course, accessories. Oh boy, there's a lot here. Okay, let's see. Let's start off with, she has a mace. Nicely picked out. Nice silver, nice mace there. Or is it a Morning Star? I don't remember. I think it's a Morning Star because it's the mace. I can't remember. No, it's the Morning Star, the one with the chain. I don't remember now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Someone will tell me, probably. Yeah, this one do one two things. You can either just you can clip it here, or you can have it holding her hand. We'll show in the hand later because you clip it there, complete the look. She has beef bowl, You know, a nice white and blue striped bowl with a bunch of beef and rice in it. And it's removable, so you can have an empty bowl if you want. You have, let's see, 2 alternate faces. On top of her default smiling face, you kind of have a bit of a angry face and a big smile face. There's also the replacement wrist joint, just in case you do something wrong. Speaking of course, you also have the hands. You know, a pair of clasping hands, a pair of fists, a pair of these are the pair of hands for the beef bowl, including chopsticks in one hand and a little peg for the bowl. And you have this hand, which is holding a milk bottle, which goes with the rattle. They're both cow printed, and you can probably figure out why, but yeah, just a thing she did. And yep, we're not going to talk about that too much. They also, some of the hands, they didn't come on that thing. They came with these little spacer things to help, you know, for the peg holes from shrinking. So there's 3 of those. You also have one other hand, which of course is the one with the ring on it, and it has the I guess flesh-colored peg, so you can do that swap. And of course, you have alternate hairpiece with sunglasses. So there's that. That's the default stuff. And on top, of course, you can all put it in a good old Figma bag. And if you pre-ordered from Good Smile Shop, which I think he's, well, actually you can't do anymore, but he's coming soon to the US one, comes with this bag. If you pre-order from Good Smile, and that bag will come with this bowl, which has this print on it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same bowl, just with an extra little tampo on it. So yay. Anyway, swapping parts, pretty simple. Of course, yeah, the hair can just come off. So, and of course, pop the face off, and we'll do, why not this one? This one, and yeah, you can have that. Of course, the you can have the, where'd it go? Other hair with the sunglasses. Yeah. Or feeder. Okay, so accessories. Let's see. Yeah, these ones, of course, you can swap hands easily. Simple enough. Just pop them off pegs and pop new ones on. Again, the weapon can just go in the hand. No, though it's not quite. There we go. There we go. Yep, now the weapon's in the hand. If you want that. Or, of course, any of their hands. This hand is also compatible with the rattle. I knocked her over. Feel that coming from Hololive. Yeah, that's compatible with the rattle, which again, compare that with the that hand. I'm just gonna say Hololive can be weird sometimes. You can do that if you want. And of course, I'm just gonna have one more pair of hands because yeah, the chopstick hands can go here. Chopstick hands go here, and this particular hand has a little, again, the big old peg on it. And this time the whole wrist thing came off. Whoops. Anyway, yeah. And for the sake of it, I'm just gonna hands beef bowl. I'm gonna swap that out for the pre-order bonus one, and that peg, of course, can go into the bottom of the bowl. And there we go. What the heck happened? There we go. She can have her beef bowl, and oh look, she emptied it. Yeah, so you do that. Yeah. And this one you want to replace the wrist, because otherwise it's going to look weird, because the glove is supposed to go up into the wrist. So like you're going to want to replace the wrist piece, and that can be a bit of a, shall we say, challenge to get the wrist piece out sometimes. Okay. But you know, of course you can swap that and There you go. So you can have that ring finger as well. So that's the kind of a quick run through of all the accessories. For the sake of the comparison, I'm going to get her back on the stand because, yep. Yeah, real quick comparisons because, yeah, we got to have all of them here. Put her off the side real quick. So here's Pecora. I got them in poses I like, so I'm not going to change them to default just for the sake of this. Here's Rushia. And here's Flare. So, yep, that's Gen 3 so far. There's one left, a certain pirate captain. She's apparently coming out in June, so soon-ish. Yep, there's the 4 so far. Noel's a pretty good Figma. She, nicely detailed, good amount of accessories. The only thing is, let's see, what was it? Yeah, that was a weird thing was, yeah, these come off really, unpeg really easily. I have no idea why they're like that. It's probably just because, well, it's just easier to mold in separate plastic colors than it is to paint. Those pegs are a little loose on mine, but largely, good amount of accessories, good, well, pretty posable, good amount of accessories, and so on and so forth. It's a pretty solid Figma overall. Just trying to get that. There we go. Yeah. If you're, once again, if you're in the Hololive, you're probably already picking this one up. Yeah, it's a good if you're a Noel fan and so on and so forth. It's a good Figma overall. It's good. Again, I think it's well worth the money. It is about $73 or so in the US if you buy it from Japanese retailer. If you buy it from US retailer, I believe it's closer to $90. So that's a thing to be aware of. But yeah, it's already out in Japanese retailers. I believe Good Smile Shop or Good Smile US is getting it pretty soon if it hasn't already come out by the time this video comes out. But yeah, very much recommend going to a Japanese shop because they'll get a little cheaper. Particularly since Hololive Figma are always more expensive than a lot of the other ones. So just an FYI on that. There you go. There's Noel. She comes with good accessories. And yeah. So that's it for this one. I hope you found this review informative or entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host, co-host.org/Nemesis-Prime. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.